Yo, welcome back to the Money Relics. Strap in, cause today we're talking about a deal that could make Wall Street sweat like never before. Canada just signed a massive 100% tariff deal with China. Yeah, not a joke, a full 100%, sending investors scrambling, small businesses panicking, and multinational giants recalculating strategies faster than ever. Imagine maple syrup, wheat, tech, steel, suddenly doubling in cost overnight. Chaos across borders, traders glued to screens, futures swinging, social media blowing up. Analysts whispering worst-case scenarios, contracts paused, warehouses on alert, government sending signals behind closed doors, and the suspense. It's real, like watching a thriller with real money on the line. Every minute could flip portfolios upside down. Hedge funds making moves like chess masters. Options contracts swinging like pendulums. Media hyping every small leak like apocalypse news. Tweets blowing up, TikTok finance influencers adding fuel, small investors biting nails, panic spreading like wildfire. Every shipment delayed, every number analyzed. Welcome to the new trade war era. Smash that like, comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics got the inside scoop. Trust me, this ride is just starting. Don't blink. Imagine Canadian maple syrup timber and wheat being slapped with tariffs overnight, suddenly making basic exports luxury items, costs skyrocketing, retailers scrambling, consumers panicking, tech imports like phones and laptops now a premium, warehouse workers double-checking shipments, brokers glued to Bloomberg, futures swinging violently, currencies dancing, analysts predicting chain reactions into global inflation, headlines screaming doom, Twitter memes flying, TikTok videos exaggerating every number, small investors terrified, governments whispering behind closed doors, big CEOs calling emergency meetings, phones buzzing non-stop, emails flying like missiles, contracts being renegotiated, warehouses on high alert, chaos in logistics, market volatility hitting record highs. And amidst all this, you gotta stay locked in. Hit like, comment, share. Subscribe, the Money Relics keeping you front row to the storm. China hitting back with retaliatory tariffs. North American exports under fire. Steel, autos, agriculture. Investors sweating bullets. CEOs strategizing in emergency meetings. Phones blowing up. Leaked memos triggering market panic. Futures contracts swinging wildly. Traders hedging cash in gold and crypto. Small investors panicking. Analysts warning of a domino effect. Wall Street buzzing, options contracts recalculated, media feeding frenzy, headlines screaming, markets on edge, social feeds exploding, influencers hyping every minor movement, suspense thickening every hour, governments trying to negotiate behind the scenes, warehouses holding shipments, economists crunching numbers frantically, and you, watching every move, glued to the screen, hitting like, comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics got your back, front row to chaos. North American trading floors jittery, brokers pacing, traders on phones, eyes glued to charts blinking red and green, futures contracts swinging like crazy, investors whispering end of bull run, social media blowing up, news channels streaming panic, small investors glued to feeds, hedge funds moving billions, contracts paused, shipments delayed, supply chains in chaos, analysts predicting worst case, government advisors scrambling, CEOs sweating bullets, Wall Street buzzing, chaos in commodity pricing, stock prices swinging violently, suspense hanging like storm clouds, and remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics delivering the full story, no filter, all truth. Media amplifying panic, headlines screaming doom, social feeds exploding with speculation. Finance influencers hyping numbers, small investors glued to screens, hedge funds making moves, traders live-streaming reactions, pundits debating, politicians commenting, regulators whispering, analysts calculating, warehouses delaying shipments, contracts frozen, market volatility increasing, futures contracts swinging, currencies fluctuating, gold spiking, oil trading erratic, suspense thick, fear palpable. And you gotta stay tuned. Hit like, comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics keeping you locked in. Front row to financial chaos. Story unfolding minute by minute, every headline more shocking than the last. Insider trading rumors, secret meetings, last-minute negotiations, big investors making billion-dollar plays, some winning, some losing fortunes in seconds. Analysts warning extreme risk. Suspense like a cliffhanger. CEOs calling emergency meetings. Traders glued to Bloomberg. Market volatility intensifying. Futures swinging. Stock indices dropping. Commodities crashing. Small investors panicking. Social media erupting. News channels live streaming every move. Wall Street buzzing, suspense building every minute. Analysts crunching numbers frantically. And you? Don't blink. Smash that like. Comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics dropping every shocking update. Stay tuned for part 2. The ride's just beginning. Yo, welcome back to the Money Relics. Things are heating up. North American markets are shaking like never before. Traders glued to monitors, futures swinging like wild roller coasters. Small investors biting nails. Big funds making billion-dollar moves in seconds. Contracts paused. Shipments delayed. Maple syrup. Wheat, tech goods, steel, all suddenly caught in chaos. Whispers of secret backdoor deals spreading. Analysts predicting domino effects across the globe. Wall Street buzzing. TikTok finance reels hyping every minor spike. Social media exploding. Panic in every comment thread. Hedge funds hedging in gold and crypto. Governments scrambling behind closed doors. CEOs sweating bullets. Economic forecasts rewriting overnight. Suspense thickening. Every call could change billions. Smash that like. Comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics keeping you front row. Stay locked in. Don't blink. The storm is just getting started minute by minute. Canadian warehouses overloaded. Barrels of maple syrup stacked high. Wheat sacks in corners. Timber crates lining walls. Trucks stuck outside gates. Import-export managers panicking. Calls flooding in non-stop. Emails piling like mountains. Manufacturers recalculating every cost. Exporters negotiating like their lives depend on it. Suppliers sweating bullets. Consumers wondering if products will vanish. Online stores hiking prices. Economists warning inflation ripple. Small investors glued to screens. Analysts debating worst-case scenarios. Headlines screaming 100%. Tariffs shock North America. TikTok videos exaggerating every move. Hedge funds adjusting bets. Traders live streaming. Suspense hanging like fog. Smash that like. Comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics breaking every move down. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this chaos unfolding. Over in China, executives plotting like chess masters. Glowing digital maps showing North America. Arrows pointing in every direction. Hands gesturing, tense expressions. Assistants flipping pages. Phones buzzing, emails flying. Contracts renegotiated at breakneck speed. Rumors of retaliatory tariffs. Global investors watching closely. Futures swinging violently. Analysts predicting cascading effects. Wall Street reacting in real time. Media amplifying panic. Social feeds exploding. Influencers hyping every leak. Small investors glued to news. Suspense thick. Markets on the brink. Every call. Every decision rewriting billions. Hit like, comment, share. Subscribe. The Money Relics got your front row seat to all the drama. Don't blink. North American traders pacing floors. Brokers glued to phones. Eyes locked on monitors blinking red and green. Futures contracts swinging wildly. Investors whispering, is the bull run over? Social media blowing up with panic. TikTok reels hyping every stat. Hedge funds moving billions. Small investors panicking. Contracts frozen, shipments delayed. Supply chains in chaos. Analysts crunching numbers frantically. Governments whispering behind closed doors. CEOs sweating bullets, Wall Street buzzing. Suspense building every second. Headlines screaming doom. Every minor update shaking commodities. Currencies fluctuating. Don't scroll away. Hit like, comment, share. Subscribe. The Money Relics giving you the raw story, minute by minute. Media frenzy exploding. Journalists typing non-stop. Screens showing breaking news. Social dashboards projected. Headlines screaming markets on edge. Influencers hyping rumors. Small investors glued to feeds. Analysts debating. Regulators whispering. Hedge funds making moves. stock prices swinging, futures contracts recalculated, commodities fluctuating, gold spiking, oil trading erratic, warehouses delayed, contracts frozen, suspense thick, Wall Street buzzing, government strategizing behind closed doors. Hit like, comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics keeping you glued. Front row to financial chaos. Story unfolding minute by minute. Every headline more shocking than the last. Rumors of insider trading, secret backdoor deals. Investors moving billions, some winning, some losing fortunes in seconds. Analysts warning extreme risk. Suspense like a cliffhanger. CEOs calling emergency meetings. Traders glued to Bloomberg. Market volatility intensifying. Futures swinging. Stock indices dropping. Commodities crashing. Small investors panicking. Social media erupting. News channels live streaming. Wall Street buzzing. Suspense building every minute. Analysts crunching numbers frantically. Contracts being renegotiated. Governments whispering. Hit like, comment, share. Subscribe. The Money Relics dropping every shocking update. Stay tuned. The ride's about to get wilder. Yo, buckle up, the Money Relics fam. Because now things are hitting peak chaos. Traders pacing floors like lions. Monitors flashing red like a war zone. Investors glued to screens. Hedge funds moving billions in milliseconds. Contracts renegotiated mid-flight. Commodities bouncing like crazy. Tech imports suddenly expensive. Small investors panicking. Analysts on TV shouting worst-case scenarios. Warehouses overstocked, ports clogged. Rumors of secret tariffs sending shockwaves. Social media feeds blowing up. Finance TikToks hyping panic. Suspense thick as fog. Every call matters. Wall Street sweating bullets. Governments strategizing behind closed doors. CEOs on emergency calls. Market indices swinging violently. Smash that like, comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics bringing you minute-by-minute updates. Don't blink, chaos is everywhere. Story unfolds like a thriller. Every second counts. Meanwhile, Canadian logistics are at a standstill. Trucks packed outside ports, warehouses overflowing, maple syrup, wheat, timber all stuck. Import-export managers on edge. Phones ringing non-stop, emails flooding inboxes. Suppliers recalculating every cost, manufacturers panicking. Exporters negotiating every tariff line. Social media buzzing with memes and chaos. Analysts debating inflation ripple. Small investors glued to charts. Hedge funds making moves. Headlines screaming doom. Suspense thickening. Wall Street reacting. Futures swinging violently. Governments whispering strategy. Every deal a potential game changer. Smash that like, comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics keeping you on the edge of your seat. Stay tuned. Over in China, boardrooms tense, executives plotting moves like chess, digital maps glowing with North American trade routes, arrows pointing everywhere, hands gesturing sharply, phones buzzing non-stop, contracts renegotiated, rumors of retaliatory tariffs, futures fluctuating wildly, investors glued to Bloomberg, analysts predicting cascading effects, Wall Street responding. Social media hyping leaks, suspense intensifying, small investors panicking, media channels live streaming reactions, hedge funds hedging in commodities, golden oil spiking, warehouses delayed, suspense hanging thick. Hit like, comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics front row to global chaos. Story unfolding every second. North American traders are on edge, pacing floors, monitors blinking red and green. Futures contracts swinging violently, investors whispering doom. TikTok finance reels blowing every statistic out of proportion. Hedge funds moving billions, small investors panicking, supply chains in turmoil. Contracts frozen, shipping delays. Warehouses overflowing, analysts crunching numbers frantically. Government officials whispering, CEOs sweating bullets. Wall Street buzzing like never before. Suspense growing with every second. Headlines screaming catastrophe. Every small update a shockwave. Smash that like, comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics giving you raw updates minute by minute. Stay tuned. Media amplifying chaos, journalists typing frantically. Breaking news flashing on multiple screens. Social dashboards projected on walls. Headlines screaming markets on edge, influencers hyping minor leaks, small investors glued to feeds, regulators whispering, hedge funds making aggressive moves, stock prices swinging, futures recalculated, commodities fluctuating, golden oil spiking, warehouses delayed, contracts frozen, suspense thick, Wall Street reacting, government strategizing, analysts crunching numbers, contracts being renegotiated. Hit like, comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics keeping you glued. Front row to the storm. Story escalating by the second. Insider trading rumors, last-minute backdoor deals. Investors moving billions. Some winning, some losing fortunes. Analysts warning of extreme risk. Suspense like a thriller. CEOs on emergency calls. Traders glued to Bloomberg. Market volatility intensifying. Futures swinging violently. Stock indices dropping, commodities crashing, small investors panicking, social media erupting, news channels live streaming, Wall Street buzzing, suspense building, analysts crunching numbers, contracts renegotiated, governments whispering. Hit like, comment, share, subscribe. The Money Relics dropping every shocking update. Front row to global chaos. The ride ends. Or is it just beginning?